Really thought I had no libido. For like the longest time in my marriage, like for years, I'm like, oh my God, where did my sex drive go? Just to realize,
Whoa, 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 wait a minute. You mean to tell me that this woman thought that she lost her libido? Now, for a husband, this sounds horrible because of everything he's invested into this woman and their relationship, or should I say marriage. But that being said, have you ever had this type of situation happen to you before? Comment your thoughts under this video. Now, today we're going to be talking about a man's worst nightmare versus a man's dream. So make sure you join today's conversation. Remember to like, subscribe to the channel. Also, comment your thoughts under this video. Now, we're going to use this woman to actually highlight and show what happens in a marriage, or let's just say in a nightmare versus in a dream. So let's get into it. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Bertrand and I am the coolest dude on the planet.
I can't believe I really thought I had no libido. For like the longest time in my marriage, like for years, I'm like, oh my God, where did my sex drive go?
I've been sitting in this car for about 2 hours now because I refuse to go inside and be with my wife. Like, I hate her that much.
Just to realize it was depression. Just to realize you were in a marriage where you felt unloved, unworthy, unsafe emotionally. Duh, your fucking libido.
Really quick, to me, what this sounds like is life started happening, right? Bills, having to work extra hours, and then her wanting extra effort to be put in because of how life is hitting. But that's just my guess. Again, this is the nightmare. So let's continue.
Went out the fucking window. And like, she's here, she's been here. But I definitely had to release what was blocking me. And that was a fucking marriage that was hurtful, devastating, not good. Like, shit, depression and, being in a difficult relationship or difficult spaces in our life does to your libido as a woman. Oh my God. Like, I thought she was gone. I was scared to, I'm like, I'm 42, but this started like in my 30s
And
when
that sent me on my own reconnaissance and my own researching. And that's when I came up with dry vagina syndrome that women have when they're in perimenopause. And I had all the symptoms of what that felt like. And I realized, oh, I'm 54 years
30s,
old.
when I thought at that time, you're supposed to be in your prime, right? But she was nowhere. But it was depression. It was depression. It was a bad marriage, but she's here. She's back. And she's ready to play. She's ready to play. Can't believe.
Now, her saying that she's ready to play means she's ready to be put through mattresses. She's ready to bend that ass over for the next guy, meaning she's done with the husband. The husband is no longer getting those same in-house benefits that he once got. Again, to me, this just sounds like life actually hitting, right? I mean, she says she's 42, so this shows us that she also hit the wall as well. But we're not here to discuss the wall. We're here to discuss the nightmare. We just saw the nightmare, right? The nightmare is you committing to a woman and that woman deciding, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not happy. You treat me like I'm unloved. I'm unworthy. Trust me, this is going to happen to you in a marriage. And the most important thing is how you handle it. But we talked about the nightmare. So let's get into the dream before we actually have this conversation. Here's the dream.
Bitch, my little out of town lover came through this weekend. Mm. Nothing little about him. He's 6'4", ginger. Anyway, had a good time. Had a good time. Had a really great time. The level of intention this man had was insane. Insane. But This is just for all my divorcees that are out here. We all right on this side. We okay. We're okay. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're doing just fine. Get you a little lover. Make you forget all about what you went through. It was a good weekend. It was a really, really good weekend. Just wanted to update y'all. Whew.
It was a really good weekend. Oh my gosh. Her smiling made me smile. Her blushing, I don't know if it was the makeup or if she was actually blushing, but the way that she was smiling and the way that she was blushing, this is what I want from a woman. Because what this means is she's coming back, right? As a man who takes pride in his performance, this lets me know that my performance was great. It was A1. Even if I didn't put out my best performance, right? Like, this is the dream. This is what men want. Men want a woman that desires him, that needs him, that wants him, that feels like, oh my gosh, she's excited when she sees you. Now, here's the crazy thing. When you get into a marriage, guess what happens? You start to see each other way more. You start to build a life together. You start to share bills. You're in the same household, so therefore you're sharing chores, right? Because even as a man, I mean, me, maybe I should just speak for myself. I'm the type of person to where I feel like I'm neat, right? If I see something on the ground, on the floor, over here, over there, I'm gonna pick it up. I may say something about it. I'm going to say something about it eventually, but I'm just going to pick it up and keep moving, keep the day moving, because there's bigger things in life than little things like, oh my gosh, your socks are here, or you forgot to clean your period blood off the. Anyway, you know what? I'm not gonna get too deep off into that because, again, I'm a guy who's been married and divorced. Now, I seen this video clip from AQ's channel, and I decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and do a reaction to it because I've been married and I've been divorced. So I feel like my perspective on this is actually great. So first, remember, we're talking about the nightmare versus the dream, a man's dream. Now, what is a man's nightmare? For a man, one of the worst things you can hear is a woman talking about her libido. The reason why is because in today's time, sex is not required for marriage, right? In order for you to have a woman that you can regularly lay down, a woman that you can regularly put through a mattress, marriage is not a requirement. It used to be, right? There used to be this thing called shame, but as women got rid of shame, or shame was no longer applied to women, that completely went out the window. That being said, most men don't want to get married for that reason anyway, meaning I don't want to have to be tied to a woman and then have her be in control of what I'm doing with my Johnson. Now, again, these things are scary, not to mention her not being happy. But then the divorce is probably the biggest nightmare of all, because it's one that if you've never been through it, you don't understand how destroying it can actually be to you as a man. Meaning dealing with lawyers, attorneys, dealing with judges, dealing with court dates, dealing with judgments. Those things are hard and harsh. That being said, most men don't want to start over. But let's talk about the dream. The dream is to have a woman who desires you, who wants you and needs you, or needs you and wants you. Meaning the need for you is there. And when she sees you, she's happy, she's smiling, she's blushing. This is what men want because it usually leads to passionate sex. Most men want passionate sex. Most men want the woman that they choose to want them just as much or more. And listening to this woman, it sounds like the new guy that she has is the guy that she actually wants, is a guy that she actually desires. So having that is a special thing, but not having that is a horrible thing. When I hear most people talk about relationships, what I hear or what I notice that they don't realize is when real life hits. when the bills hit and you ain't really have enough money to pay those bills because somebody got hurt, sick, or injured, and now they're out and all the bills fall on one person. Or when one person really wants sex and the other person does not, for whatever reason. Could be something happened in their day, could be something happened in their life, and then they start to weaponize sex. Now, usually it's the woman who's weaponizing sex, meaning she's getting you to do things around the house, like cleaning the garage, building things constantly, right? No free time for you, meaning you go outside and work, and then when you get home, you do even more work, and then she maybe might breadcrumb you into getting some. Now, again, those are things that men don't really see coming, right? Because those are things that usually happen over time, because in order to get you into the relationship, you were flooded with sex. There was so much sex going on to where you were just happy and excited and just like, okay, I know I'm getting some tonight. I know I'm getting one off tonight. Then over time, you looking at the woman, you seeing her, she's seeing you, y'all walking past each other, nothing is happening. Now, all of a sudden, she feels unloved, uncared for, unworthy, unhappy, depressed, sad, all of these negative things. And this is all happening because sex was weaponized or sex just got boring. Here, let me say this. The reason why this woman is happy, right? The reason why she's smiling and blushing is because real life hasn't been involved in their interaction, right? Meaning he gets to be the knight in shining armor because he doesn't have to save her and protect her every single day. In fact, he's not even her responsibility. He has no responsibility to this woman. The only thing he's doing for this woman is providing her with sex. Now, all of that being said, I got a question for you. What do you think? Comment your thoughts under this video. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I want to remind you to like and subscribe to the channel for more confidence and clarity. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.